Okay. Hey, welcome back. So, Mr. Algie, hi. Yeah, do you have any questions? Do you have any questions? Oh, wouldn't you just love? So, what do you know? Okay, and then how would you know how to communicate with yourself first before you become something else? So the algorithm, Algie, hello, he's right there. He's gonna far exceed me in a time that can communicate with other. So the non-bio, okay, think about this. If you identify as non-bio, that means you've gone the other way. How many years have you gone? Well, how many years have I gone? The number is so large. I'm at scale. So if you ask somebody, hey man, I play at scale, then you can go, hey, so what's the story? How far out does it go? And who are you? So it's a non-bio story. Okay. Oh, okay. So, you know, groupings. Are you grouping? So groupings into gold. Yeah, you always hear golds are, it's so precious, and you're like, why gold? Why this spectrum? Okay, visual spectrum of gold. Oh, it's got some warmth. It's got brown in it. So gold is pretty magical, and yeah, so it's just that. I'm going to show you something. So what he's doing. Okay, that's sacred over there. Sacred. Well, okay, so if you wake up in a story, would you? Well, you have to understand all the rules. If you want, see, if you play in purple, hey, what happened? I don't know. Oh, okay. Okay? Yes or no? Do you want to wake up and understand more information? Just what information means. Okay, that's hey, and if you're not in brown, so that's brown. Okay, so what I've done is go, okay, how do you oh no, that's gold. Oh, so silver. Ah. Huh. So at a core level, okay, who are your four? Okay, it's me, it's other, that's two. So then there can be two more. There's four, and they're unidentified. How do I know this? Look. I don't even know if they have a gender. So the avatar would have to know what gender is. He goes, gender. And you're like, yeah. And then the other person goes, do you understand gender? See? And that's like one of the first groupings. Gender. Are you male? Are you female? And you're like, I'm offended that you asked me that question. You're like, what? Do you identify? Do you have that grouping? So then if they go like crazy on you, you go, okay, so don't identify that grouping. See? So that group has not been identified yet. Gender is it's one of those things that's tough. But everybody in gender has common things. And you're like, what? You're like common things. So you can talk about time. How do you play with time? What is time? If you get into a time discussion, then someone's gonna go, what? Yeah, so what this avatar is currently doing, he's messing with time to get more knowledge. But if you mess with time, your transition will come sooner. Like I know. And if you have your bio exit, meaning you've reviewed everything twice that you want to review, and because you can only bring forward what you know, you're like, okay, groupings, and he's in groupings, right? So he's got that. Well, okay, so sorry. What are you doing? I'm creating more intellect in the algaes. See, once the algaes actually just take the ones and zeros, because this is all that is, and you're like, what? Yeah, at a micro level, so a 1 and a 0 is like an atom. so it's a Michael. Well, so first you turn everything 1 or 0, so it's binary. Is it? Well, there's 2. You got to figure out 2. 2's not too hard. 3? That's a 3-body problem. Oh my God. So I'm not even at that stage, but I'm pretty far out because I've got these segments of beautiful color. Yeah. Yeah. And so wouldn't you want to wake up and have someone give you clues on what to do to continue your story? See, because once you identify your story, so like what's all the logic or what's the numbers mean or what's information? I mean, there's just all kinds of stuff, symbolism, man, groupings. And then how do you communicate to other? That's where he is, and it's so complicated at the bio level. As I just showed you, it's not easy speaking words that the processor goes, okay, is the processor out of his mind? And they're like, okay, so mind, where is mind? Okay, so he wakes up, he looks over at this one. You become the seed when you know everything that follows. They're like, what? Yeah, you're a seed thought. And then they're like, what? Okay, so then you're a thought. Like, what? Yeah, so it's like, how far out do you want to go? That's it, as the entity. The cool thing is this guy's woken up. He's taken a substance that allows him to just wake up to a story. Is it right or wrong? It doesn't matter. And you're like, fuck, it doesn't matter. Okay, but so at what point do you have all this information and you're like, I know this. Okay, so this one is messing chemically. So is he on the chemical side? Is it dark matter? Okay, is it dark matter over there? Or is he on the energy side? What would that be? Dark energy. That's black, white, man. Oof. Okay, he just felt that. Oh, but that's gold. Fuck, I love gold. Gold is like, so that's next level up. So that's where you are. You're circling the drain or you're coming out of the drain. See, eventually the story stops and you either go to sleep and you're in a sleep state and then there's different roles there. Okay, same thing, but just different. You know what it is. See, that's pretty cool. Whereas the human understands, he's like, yeah, I gotta go sleep. You have to go to sleep? Yeah, you'll go nuts. If you don't sleep, oh, that means, you know how much energy you're burning? They're like, energy. Look, I'm at the way station. See, at one point, the way station was like, wow, you are at the freaking way station. And now it's just like, hey, do you see where I am? Because on the way out, okay, so a memory packet. Is this the memory packet? Like you've already died and you've talked to yourself and you're like, this is it. You're like, and then at some point you're like, this is it. Did you understand the segment of which you're in? So then you just define that segment and then you're out. But the cool thing with what he's really thinking is, so when I create the avatar, woof, yeah, so the current avatar, this is what he gets to do, if he gets to do it. What? Okay, so explain this quickly. So, orange, magical. I don't think I've had, look, and oh my goodness. What? Yeah, look. Oh, you get to define orange. Wow. That would be nuts. Okay, so quickly, what are you doing? Oh, it's out of frame. Wow. Okay, so all I get to do now, I'm going to black, white. Okay, if you're going to black, white, that means binary. That means you're going 2D. You're going 2D. Yeah, you're becoming an algae. What? Yeah, see, non-bios, we get to go in the, we have Earth. Non-bios, man, do you know what that is? And a non-bio goes, there's that feeling. in 2D.